what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you guys because at the same time that it's happening in Zoom, my friends in MDAC Malaysian. Uh, Hello, I will show you this video while waiting for the rest of the class to come in. Yeah? Okay, guys. The one I just share with everyone. Um, that's Miss Carol just now. She's the one in charge of Go e-commerce. What is Go e-commerce? Is association, not just the association. It's a community of all entrepreneurs in Malaysia under Malaysian digital economy corporation and that. Okay, and this we have this kind of activities, so on and so forth. Okay, so what I need you guys to do is to start in 2 minutes time. Okay, uh, before I go, because I want that particular session can be seen to everyone. Okay. I really appreciate if you can switch on your video as usual. And then let me share you one link. Okay. This is the link for our session today. Assalamualaikum Kak Rinsa. Yalah, kira ada sebelah saya. Dia punya. Alright. So, semua dah ada ke? 28 orang. Okay, we will start soon. Okay, kita share ya dokumen itu. Belum. Orang senyap. Tak puasa. Pizza. Minum air. Dah pula raya. Okay, saya share ya.
Doktor,
Ya saya.
suara doktor pecah.
Suara saya pecah.
Dia macam dia kuat tapi dia tak jelas.
Saya salah satu. Okay, thank you. Datang.
Okay tak sekarang? Okay, alright. Thank you. So, itu saya punya link for today's session. Okay. Hopefully, in the meantime nanti kita akan the apa namanya, the current apa nama panggil tu, session yang tengah berjalan sekarang oleh Malaysian Digital E-commerce Corporation. The current event which is happening at the moment is the sharing by Dell, company Dell, on how untuk menjual produk menerusi platform e-commerce. It's a good sharing, and it is held by Miss Carol. Hopefully towards the end of the semester, saya dapat panggil Miss Carol to jump in to our session. She can share. She's a brilliant person daripada MDEC. Okay. And talking about that, saya rasa everyone is here. Can we start the class? By the meantime, okay, 33, okay, fine. Sekejap saya. Okay, thanks Tang Hiu Kin. Okay, saya dah betulkan suara saya. Okay, tadi saya try this earphone. Okay, now Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, boys and girls, all my bright food service experts. Welcome back to our week 9 class, and also it's gonna be a dual session. Okay, what we're gonna do for today is the first 1 hour, inshallah, the first 45 minutes what we will do, we will concentrate on our class. Yeah, our class today will be very, very short. It will based on your sharing with everyone. And saya nak buka meeting kepada semua. Okay, I won't lock the meeting. All right. Okay. So it is about our chapter number 7, chapter number 7, which is on social marketing ataupun social commerce. Okay, so this is something which is everyone get used to it. So I don't think that I need to spend a lot of time explaining on this particular series of the social commerce. And then after that, around, let's say now it's 3:05, around 3:50 to 4, we will take 5 minutes break, and where I will give you break, and then we come back. After that, I will do the conclusion or the feedbacks overall for your CEO presentations. Okay, how is your performance and everything? Because I think it is my responsibility to give a feedback in general, on top of specific feedbacks that I give to you guys on the spot or by recorded, or one more group which I still owe to you guys. Okay. All right. So that is pretty much what we will do today. Screen. So this is pretty much what we will do today. Okay. Kejap, biar saya besarkan sekejap. Allah, dia hilang pula. Okay. So CEO presentation performance, I will make a conclusion, reflections from CEO presentation. I will do it in the beginning of our lab afterwards. Comments and feedbacks, okay, that one also I will reserve. So all the housekeeping I will do in lab agenda punya session, especially on reflections. The only thing that I would like to mention before we start our lecture today is in terms of if you guys remember, before our class, before our cuti gaya, cuti mid semester, I did mention to you guys I hope you guys to share me this one. Google Digital Garage Update Submission. Now, from my observation, sibuk je Google. From my observation, what I can see is only 19 yang dah submit. Yang participate 21, yang submitted 19. Where's the rest? This assignment is due on the 23rd of May, last weekend. Okay. Any requests or anything from you guys?
Saya dah submit, Doktor.
Yang dah submit tu diam-diam pukul kakak. Siapa yang dah submit ada nak anything request? If not, then I will proceed with only giving marks to only 19 of this.
Doctor, I have a problem with Digital Garage because they say that the account that I have created actually like gone, and they said like it is not existed like that now. But I already emailed the Google because it happened to my Google My Business also. So I need to settle that first, I guess.
Dia kata your account is not exist.
Like that because with Google My Business, like the platform Google My Business, I use the same email, and then when I want to log into Google My Business, also cannot. Like the Google, the Gmail is not existed.
A quick suggestion and quick solution. Create a new account, my dear.
So but I need to start over the Digital Garage.
You don't have any I have 7 Google Gmail. Saya ada 7 Gmail. Sebab apa saya nak 7 Gmail tu, sebabnya saya nak every time I teach a new semester, I will create another one. And semester ni saya ada 8 Gmail. Now, that might be issues with your business account whatsoever. It's fine, fairly understood. But the solution, the quick solution is create a new account, dedicated that for your Gmail, or just to get all the features from G Drive, for instance. And siapa nak bagi 13 gig free to save in cloud. Okay.
So saya buat balik lah.
Just create a new one within a blink, and then you can just start that. And you still have another 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, ada 6 minggu untuk siapkan. InsyaAllah boleh tu. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
But when the original email can recover, I just continue, right?
Yes. Okay. Just send that you already registered for DGG, then send the email to me. Screenshot send to me. Okay. Okay. That is from Imran. What about others? Thank you, Imran.
Sorry, Doktor.
Yang lain macam mana? Tak apa. Yang lain tak ada apa-apa. Yang tak hantar lagi ni.
Itu group 1 ke group 2, Doktor?
This one is for group 2 kot.
Oh, group 2 19 orang je hantar. Okay, faham.
For group 1 kita tengok. Sekejap This one is for group Apple dia menyusahkan lah. Sekejap Ini adalah untuk group 1. Group 2 tadi tu. Group 1, let me see. Okay, for those who not yet do this, can I to cut our time, just to focus on our main thing today. I will open the submission until tonight midnight, boleh 12 midnight tonight. But for those who not yet share your updates for GDG, could you please share them by midnight today? Ya. Yang untuk grup 1 tadi tu grup 2, grup 1 18 submitted. Ada lagi 4 orang tak submit. So can you guys do that? I will open after our class, I will open 12 midnight today. Can we do that?
Okay, Doktor.
Okay, cantik. Boleh To be fair So I hope I try to be lenient here. So please fill up all this kind of thing. All right. So for today, what we're gonna do? Okay. Ping saya yang belakang, letak belakang. Okay. Now, something is that sebelum tu ada apa-apa nak tanya sebelum saya start with the class? Tak ada Alright, okay now. There are two folds of this lecture that I would like to cover. Okay. Topic outcomes yang we would like to look and to see is what is Web 2.0. Okay, I think I've mentioned about this in a few week 3 or week 4 of this semester. I did mention to you about web evolution. When we developed the website from Web 1.0, where literally Web 1.0 is not exist. But the evolution started by the introduction of website as one of the material to deliver any of the information. So so we will go through, we will go through first what is Web 2.0. And then secondly, what we will do is the fundamentals of social computing in business. Okay, how the social computing will play around, and what are the things that exist in this social computing. When you say social computing, what are they? Okay, and the third part of this lecture today is that we will talk about social computing in business perspective, in shopping, how it reflects on shopping, how it reflects on marketing, how it reflects on CRM, customer relationship management, HR. And for some instances, it might relate with management. Okay, how we want to look into that. Now, go to the first point. When we talk about Web 2.0, okay. What is Web 2.0? Now, in your notes, there's an opening case, but I don't have time to share with you guys. We will talk about the case afterwards, or maybe in the exercise for your final exam. Now, Web 2.0 is a term that introduced by Tim O'Reilly. Tim O'Reilly is one of the bloggers. Actually, he is a blogger that pushed a point where, after a few years, people been using the website as a material of sharing information without any interactions. And it comes a day, or it comes a time where this guy named Tim O'Reilly, Tim O'Reilly, he's a noted blogger, Kalau you tengok Tim O'Reilly, you boleh tengok siapa dia. And O'Reilly says that it's about time that the content of the websites, the content of whatever that we see in the websites must come from the user. And that is where we come to the place where, let me add here, user-generated content. How, ataupun short form dia UGC. Now, how does UGC come into the picture? It comes to the picture when users also feel that when they need to interact in the communication. Like I said, in any communication, you cannot have only one-way traffic. It must be two-way traffic. So the eagerness of all the users all over the world, all over these places, well, thanks to the introduction of personal computer by IBM, but after that, when everyone have used website, they start to realize, well, one thing about human, we never feel satisfied with anything. We want more. Itu ada disebut dalam Al-Quran. Kita disebutkan manusia tak pernah puas. So we wanted more, and the more that we need is we want to interact with whoever is the owner of the website. Now, starting from this eagerness of the users, we come out with the terms Web 2.0, where they says like the content should also, we should give also the empowerment to all the users to contribute back to the website or to whatever they experience in the website. Now, that is the story of Web 2.0, okay? And because of this eagerness, all these kind of things are coming out. Tagging, tagging, really simple syndication RSS, where you keep following one websites. Blogging, when there are more blog sphere. In World Cup, saya tak ingatlah 1998 if I'm not mistaken, when Nike introduced all the players, they give all the players one smartphone, and all these players have to post at least one paragraph of their experience and to share what they feel about their tournament. And all, just imagine, there is about 16 or 32 football teams all over the world combine together, sit together, and it become 32 football teams time 11. Berapa tu? 32, 11, 132, 330 something blocks sharing their experience, players' experience, and at the same time promoting FIFA 1998, if I'm not mistaken, 1998, yang di France, yang mana Zinedine Zidane menang untuk France masa tu, kalah Itali, kesian Itali. So this kind of things happening when the content is coming from the user, and those kind of blogosphere not only created a sharing the real-time experience and sharing, but it's also come out with promoting that event simultaneously. Okay, so Web 2.0, the idea is user-generated content, and how it is being fluidized through everyone is by using all these technologies, the tagging technologies or facilities, or you can call applications, or features. For instance, tagging. I have the experience of my mom. I teach her how to do tagging on Facebook. When I sleeping, she start to tagging all the pictures. Oh, gambar-gambar lama tu. Memang saya bangun, saya marah, apa kamu ni gambar-gambar lama ni di taggingnya, jangan di tagging cakap. Nanti orang tahu pula saya dulu tak handsome. Macam tu contoh. Tagging is another example. When you tag people, or you tag in terms of, for instance, you tag a locations to one event. That is another ways of Web 2.0, where users can also contributing into the picture of Web 2.0. Okay, that is geotagging. Taxonomies is when you put it together with a name. Let's say you put food tag UPM, so you tag the name together. And in microblogging, one good example is how President Barack Obama, he became one of the most successful microblogger by using his tweet to win the election in saya tak ingat tahun berapa, but the change to crumble the Republican to bring up the Democrat in the US elections. He tweets like every now and then, and the words or the things that he deliver is change. Itu dia masa tu. Di Malaysia ada juga cuba nak buat, tapi itulah kadang-kadang visual ni kena bunyi dia kan. Kalau tak kena tu kena marah kat orang, kenapa visual buruk, kena pukul babak sikit. One of good example of microblogger in Malaysia is Khairi Jamaluddin. Tapi sejauh mana keberkesanannya, there is no such study been done yet. Mungkin nanti saya buat study lah. Macam mana siulan dia dapat mengajak orang ramai untuk pergi ke vaksin. Contoh. So that is one also example. Now, every single, letak contoh. Another example of features of Web 2.0 is when you talk about wikis. Okay, wikis. Wikis ni, for those who don't know, is Wikipedia, for instance. The information, the data is coming from you. Okay, so this is another opportunities for you to have to grab the opportunities. Let's say there is a word about food tech UPM. Sekejap, saya hold this kuliah sebabnya ada delivery sampai. Sekejap . Okay, sorry. Ada iklan sekejap. Saya order barang. Takut sampai mak saya tak tahu, tak perasan. Okay, alright. Now, when we're talking about, let me share again. Okay. Now, wikis is where you have the opportunity to share, to do corrections. Let's say you have something up in Wikipedia about UPM. Now, it is actually, if you open Wikipedia, okay, Let's say you open Wikipedia, dia ada tulis itu the free encyclopedia. Why it is a free encyclopedia? Because anyone can write anything, and you can correct anyone's work from here. Okay? Itu yang sebenar. Kejap, sorry guys, kejap. Ya, sekejap je. So you have the opportunity to either to do the correction or to make any improvement or whatever data or any details that they have in that particular Wikipedia. Okay, so for those who never tried this before, you have to register, and then you can just do whatever you want. You want to change, you can edit and everything. That's why they say that it is a free encyclopedia where you can contribute to the knowledge itself. Okay, now the next part of this is what you call a social network website. Siapa tahu agaknya social network website ni apa? Anybody?
Tak tahu.
Tak tahu, you apa pakai setiap hari?
Social media.
Instagram.
Social media. Social media itu is actually part of Web 2.0. Sebab before Web 2.0 exists, Web 1.0 literally Web 1.0 ataupun website in the official in the initial form, Web 1.0, there is no such thing that you can communicate with each other. It is just to deliver information to the user or to the visitors. That's it. But with the introduction of Web 2.0, they says that there should be the content should be contributed by all the users. By saying so, they use one of these features or apps or what you want to call it. I think it is more to say it is a features. And one of the features is what you call as a social networking website. For instance, Facebook. Or we can start with Friendster. And then develop to become MySpace. And then Facebook. After Facebook, Instagram. All these kind of things. Okay. So that is what you call as the social networking website. Okay. It is refers to activities performed using social software tools. Sebab itu macam malam tadi saya ada tengok satu rancangan, they said that you have to come back to the core of what is social media ataupun social networking is meant for. Adakah social media tu saya tengok apa ni lah, tapi apa nama cerita tu malam tadi. Ustazah apa tak saya tak tengok, mak saya tengok sebenarnya. Saya duduk sebelah saya dengar lah kan. 8 etika Ustazah tu perkenalkan kepada muslimah untuk menggunakan social media. Muslimah mak saya lah, saya duduk sebelah saya dengar lah kan. Apa dia? Fik muslimah. Mak saya yang dengar, bukan saya. Jangan salah faham. Mak saya yang dengar. Okay, dalam fik muslimah dia sebut how to become a good Muslim for ladies in using social media. In using social media. Bukan ni hajar gelak ke saya sampai hati. Okay. Now, she said in that, Ustazah apa mak? Tak ingat nama Ustazah tu. Hafizah. Mak saya hafal. Ustazah Hafizah. She did mention that one of it is you have to go back to the root of social networking website. What does it means? It means for you to socialize, to get to know each other, not to mengumpat dalam social media. Itu saya sampaikan tu. So sometimes we have to see what is the root of certain technology or certain features that we have in Web 2.0 in order for us to gain the positive effects of that technology. Okay, and then we have enterprise social networks. Okay, business oriented. Yeah, for instance, everything started with a social networking, personal one. But then the business can how to say make use of that particular technology for the benefits of the business. Bagi contoh, saya bagi contoh. Facebook started, saya ingat saya main Facebook mula-mula tahun 2008 saya rasa. First time is with Dr. Zamri. Siapa kenal Dr. Zamri? Dr. Zamri dengan saya main pirate, dia main game. Ya, itu socialize. Ya. Duduk dalam office saya main dengan office sebelah. Boom. Oh, macam main worm dulu, cicimoni. Boom sebelah. Dr. Hanif pun masuk. Boom, main boom kapal. That was the first time when I get introduced by my Shifu is Dr. Zamri masa tu. Masa itulah. Okay. Kemudian it evolves. The usage of this social network because they put a lot of features. Now, when you present during your CEO presentation, I did mention a good website is where you can make sure that your users or your visitors keep in your website as long as possible. Dia nak simpan dia dalam website tu supaya dia tak keluar. And that is what been used by Facebook in the theory of law. The nama teori tu ialah theory of law to retain every one of us in this particular Facebook punya framework ataupun social network punya environment. And from there, they generalize the usage to become enterprise social network. Okay, so that is one of the features, another features. Another features also is what you call as mashup. You combine two ideas, let's say location and also social networking, for instance, ataupun music mashup. Siapa pernah dengar mashup? Mashup kan? For instance, if you have the opportunity pergi SoundCloud. Siapa ada account SoundCloud? Ada siapa ada account SoundCloud?
Ada.
SoundCloud is very interesting.
Ada.
If you like the music, you can change. You can tukar, campur. Katalah lagu Nicki Minaj you campur dengan lagu Siti Nurhaliza. Jadi apa saya tak pasti. Tapi you have the ability to combine that. Now, Web 2.0 is not only alleviates how the user can contribute to websites per se, but it also encourage users to become more creative. In that sense, yeah. So this is some of the starting of the social computing. When you say social, it means socializing, yeah. The whole idea of socialize this is coming from the theory of Professor Nonako. Nama dia Nonako. Yeah. Cuba saya cari dalam ni kejap. Kok ada. Nonaka. Knowledge. Okay. Tengok image. Hopefully ada. Yes, okay. This is, semua orang nampak ni kan? Ini adalah salah satu teori. I pull out this topic from your syllabus actually. This is from the syllabus of knowledge management. Yeah. Sebab I did mention to you guys, okay, this one is better. Okay. Okay. I did pull out this from your syllabus because it will take another 2 or 3 masa yang banyak lagi lah untuk cover. But what is this all about? I did teach you guys dalam the early of the semester. I said that everything start with data, and the data move into information. Information move into knowledge, change from knowledge into wisdom. Now, how we want to interact with human also is explained by Professor Nonaka, is a Japanese professor, in the spiral of knowledge generation. And when we say that social computing, it is where tacit ni adalah knowledge yang tak nampak. Ya, knowledge pula, knowledge yang tak nampak, you cannot see. For instance, experience of minum susu Good Day baru. Ya. Ni a new banana flavored milk by Good Day. Baru. Siapa tak pernah pergi
Tak
cuba?
sedap. Tak sedap tu.
Betul. Saya apa ni beli sampai 3 rugi. Tak nak cerita dengan mak saya kutuk saya. Nampak macam banana. Rasa macam minum cekodok. Cekodok mentah. Cuba rasa bayangkan. So tak sedap. Now, katalah saya nak share the experience of this banana. It is something, banana milk is something which is cannot seen. That is the knowledge of the experience, what you call as tacit knowledge. And another one is what explicit knowledge. Macam contohnya, apa yang berada dalam buku teks. Dah ditulis, semua orang boleh baca, tahu. Now, when social media ataupun social networking atau social computing is come into the experience or into the picture of Web 2.0, this is the idea of we are doing in social computing. We supposed to change the tacit knowledge. Contoh, orang tak pernah Permaisuri Agong. Siapa follow Permaisuri Agong? Air tangan apa, Mak?
Tengku Aziza.
Air tangan Tengku Aziza. Dia Tirah ikut ya. Okay. Now, resepi dia. Saya buka puasa tu macam-macam resepi Mak saya cuba. Saya tengok Mak ni Permaisuri punya. Permaisuri Agong punya. Saya makan makanan diraja lah belum buka puasa itu. Sebab Mak saya cuba resepi-resepi Permaisuri. Now, what she's trying to do or share with us using the social computing is socialization. To share and generate tacit knowledge through direct experience from individual to group. And this is the concept that we have been using in social computing. Because each one of the users have their own experience. My experience is totally not different from your, experience of having, saya cerita saya punya first experience is main letup-letup pirate dalam Facebook. Maybe you have other experience started with Facebook, for instance. So these are the sharing that we supposed to endeavor when we start off social computing. Ini konsep asas social computing. It must be sharing the knowledge, sharing the experience, and let the knowledge grow. Yeah? So that is the whole idea of social computing. Tapi sometimes we get mistaken, are not socializing. Yeah? Instead, we are externalizing. Kita menjadi musuh dengan orang dan sebagainya. That is not supposed to be the idea. The spirit is under this diagram. It is under socialization. Without socialization, we cannot have a new knowledge. That is not me saying. That is what Professor Nonaka dan Teguchi mentioned in their theory of knowledge management. Now, come back to the notes. Okay. So that's pretty much on the first part that I would like to share with you guys. Web 2.0 is a lot of expansion from what you can see from Web 1.0. Yeah. And they come up with this idea because one of the website evolution model that been introduced by Professor Hansen and Kalyevanam, they mentioned that the elevation from website existed is just to share information, elevates into interaction. That is where we come up with the interactive marketing. Ada interaction, ada two ways of communication. And from that particular communication, then it elevates by loyalty building and also elevates again into a new dimensions of what they call as Web 3.0. Web 3.0, if you guys see, when all your data is being crunched, analyzed, and get them ready for you, the computer or the websites are clever enough to untuk bercerita dengan you apa you punya trend. The analytics they have been done by the computer. Kadang-kadang komputer tunjuk bagus macam Apple kan. Saya nak type lain, dia keluar lain. That is the features of Web 3.0. Because we are talking about the physiologic, we are talking about the technology where based on your trend. You selalu buka apa dalam website? From your history, from your catch. Itu sebabnya kalau apa ni, kalau you tak save the catch, you don't save the analytics dan sebagainya, you cannot see the trends and you cannot predict. I give you one good example yang you boleh nampak sekarang, Web 3.0 yang we supposed to use during this pandemic. Ya, daripada about 1 year ago, ya, we have been collecting by all Malaysian thousands and thousands data. But why MySejahtera tidak di-crunch, di-analyze, digunakan untuk predict what is the next trend of the pandemic? Kalau kita dah trend, kita dah gunakan data tu, sebabnya everyone is MySejahtera, tapi kita tak tahu data tu pergi mana. Nak raya itu baru YBKJ keluarkan notes di kawasan mana yang selalu area. Panggil hotspot tu, kan? Tetapi tidak diberi penerangan pada orang ramai. Dan nak raya baru bagi tahu. Saya cek, alhamdulillah satu tempat pun saya tak ada pergi. Saya di rumah, kan? Those kind of crunching and analyzing and using the data of web, you have to remember, MySejahtera is another example of Web 2.0. Why? Because we interact with the computer. And it's supposed to be alleviates, dinaikkan patutnya, menjadi Web 3.0 which we can crunch the data, we can give back to the user. Itu yang lambat sedikit kerajaan Malaysia buat. Sebab itu the trend is increasingly. Berapa ramai dengar Dr. Hisham cakap, kan? Cuba keluar macam itu, Khairim Jablin mesti keluarkan senarai, boom. Semua berkelupuh cek. Ya? Sebab itu we have to make use. It is kita when this term is introduced is way back to 2008, Web 2.0. Now we are in 2021, Web 3.0, when the technology are talking back to us. But if they're not being used to talking back to us, it's a waste. It's a waste. Yeah. All right. So that is pretty much the first part that I would like to cover with you guys. So fundamentals of the social computing in business is based on all these technologies that we have. Okay. And how they make use into the business environment. Okay. Now, for instance, they have two main ideas. Yeah? How they want to benefit the consumers, customers, and how they want to benefit the businesses. Okay. Now, last time we didn't realize that the fundamentals is to benefit the customers. Now, people always say that customers is always right. Yeah. We always concerned about customers. Now, if you go through to all the apps that we have today, social media apps, or any of the mobile apps. Saya bagi contoh Food Grab. Bagi contoh Food Grab. Food Grab, macam mana dia hasilnya? It is started by the craving of the users to having food at home, for instance, or at work, without have for them to go out. Satu. Uber ataupun Grab per se, for the cars, Grab. It started by whom? By the consumer who fed up of taxi drivers. Yeah, taxi drivers who always put money first. Pergi mana? I have my friend from Bahrain come to Malaysia. From Bukit Bintang, from Pavilion nak pergi ke KLCC. Dia minta RM300. Buat nyanyi budak Arab tu ke apa? RM300 from Pavilion pergi ke KLCC. Luckily my friend called me first. Farid, is it okay if 300? Oh, mashallah, don't. So it started from what the users want. Yeah. So usually when we talk about social computing, it must be from a situation where the users want something improvised from them. Food, grab food. Ya, yang kini semacam saya pakai semalam, kereta tak boleh start. Saya perlukan kaput. Apa kaput tu? Bahasa Cina ke bahasa India, kaput mati kan. Saya punya lampu tertutup, bateri habis. Dulu orang sibuk nak cari, oh tolong tolak kereta saya. Tolong ada jumper tidak? Nak jumper kereta. But now you have the apps. Yeah, it started by what the users want. So now saya tunggu 30 minit, dia datang, dia jumper dia pun besar telefon. Pop, hidup. Okay, you 30 minit, mana ni? Dia RM10. Okay. So it's all started by the users ni. That's why in terms of the social commerce, we have to look into first the benefits to customers. Better and faster vendor responses to complaint. Yeah. That's why I always say that Facebook is a user-generated content. The content must be come from user. University ke any organization ke have to let the users to share whatever they have in their heart, whatever they have in my mind, whatever they have in their phone. Let them share. Positive ke, negative ke, beat it. And you have to encounter as polite as a gentleman as possible. I give you always, I don't know, I've told you guys or not, the story of Sabah tourism. People show the toilet in Kundasang, yeah, the dirty toilet. What the heck is this tourism have been doing? They let that picture come up. I was so surprised. Datin Elin was like, Farid, you say this because I pay your flight tickets to come to KK, am I right? Like we give you suit for this conference. I said, no. Yeah. I say this based on my research, yeah, my observation of all the 14 states Facebook. Hanya tourism Sabah yang izinkan orang share, yang lain takut dengan bayang-bayang sendiri. Okay. Why better? Actually, that is the best sources for people to share. Katakanlah UPM, for instance, UPM allow you guys to share the picture. Inilah makanan di Putra Food Court. Sharekan gambar tersebut. Tak ke Vice Chancellor kali, anak-anak aku makan macam ni. Dia tengok anak dia makan depan dia, cantik pinggan bertatah permata agaknya lah. Tengok student kita makan di Putra Food Court, hati mana tidak tersentuh. Tapi that application is not be used correctly, so there is no better, faster vendor responses to complain, tak ada. Vendor to response to the owner of the website lah, to the owner of that social networking system tu, SNS tu, siapa dia? Kalau tourism. But the story of the tourism Sabah, they say thank you. They say thank you. Thanks for your gambar, and we will immediately do an proper action, and we will show you back the outcomes and so on and so forth. So this kind of, I could rather say that this is sort of a negative marketing. Yeah, sebab we thought that it is a negative reflex, but the way you respond to that particular response situation will bring people to the positive sides of your organization. Tapi orang kita tak nak pandang ni sebagai opportunity. That's why I always said I more than agreed with the Futur owner, CEO. Marketing is not only selling products, selling things to people, but is this opportunity to help other people, to get to know your brand, to get to know your place, or to get to know whatever related to your administration. Okay, customers can assist other customers. This is for them. Sometimes we call this word of mouth. In marketing, we call this word of mouth. Gosip lah ataupun membawang, bahasa orang sekarang, kan? Membawang secara positif. Kalau dalam ni dipanggil e-worm, e-worm. Yeah. Now one of my paper, one of my research previously, we did the e-worms of Muslim projection on websites. Adakah projection orang Islam dalam website hanya kepada peperangan, pergaduhan, ataupun kepada benda-benda yang cantik, simbolik Islam tu cantik dan sebagainya. This is very important to get the number 3 punya point, customer's expectation can be made more fully and quickly. We can understand what the users want. Kita tak nak bila cakap Islam, orang nampak perang, pistol, perang senjata. Kita tak nak. So that is how we want to assist the users to understand what we are offering, for instance. And customers can easily search, link, chat by, this is the features that we have. Last week, I asked everyone to try on the Kasam, Kasam.com, Malaysia, yang menunjukkan you guys can buy cars and so on and so forth. So these are the things that we are doing at the moment, and these are the features that we should use in whatever organization that we are involved in, especially when you talk about food service industry. Sometimes when you, macam semalam saya dah mengamuk dah. Dr. Farid kau mengamuk mengamuk. Sebabnya mak saya nak buka puasa, saya tengok mana dia punya where's my mum order. She tried for the first time, try to order herself Pizza Hut, tak sampai. Mak tu nak buka dah. Saya tak puasa lah, dia puasa. Satu boleh marah kan. Jadi saya tengok kat belakang tak ada. Rupanya dia letak kat tempat yang safety suruh di tepi kereta saya. Saya kata letak atas tembok, letak tepi kereta. Saya pun mengamuk, saya terus buat report and everything. Dah masuk forum dah nak cerita dah. Apa ni ambil makanan mak saya nak buka puasa. Sekali nampak tu, at least after that I have to chat back with Grab Food. Say I'm sorry because I thought the food is not here, but the food is here. I wish to retrieve all my report about the runner. Kalau kita salah, mengaku salah lah kan. Saya salah kan, cepat meletup kan. Okay, alright. So that is one. Benefit to customer is one. Another thing which you have to bear in mind is benefit to business. We don't want only benefits to the customers, but tak ada benefits to the business. That shouldn't be the way. For instance, Good Day, for instance, they want to introduce this banana milk. They should test this in the market using social media first. Free gift, you can try these freebies in 7-Eleven from this time to time. Okay, and then you can give feedbacks on the the experience. So these are the features that you have to look into the positive sides on how you can benefits out of the social computing. Now the bad feedbacks and everything, you have to accept that. Tapi the issue is di Malaysia ni terlalu ramai keyboard warrior kan. Dia baling batu, dia sorok tangan. Tu tak gentle lah bro, tak gentle Tapi tak apa. For us, if you are the consumer or you are the operators of the food service outlets afterwards, saya doa semua berjaya jadi dalam in our field food service ni ataupun in food lines. When you want to use electronic commerce, especially the social commerce, you have to be ready with the mindsetting. If you are using mindsetting of social commerce, you have to be it. Let people say bad things about your product. Tak apa. You have to counter by saying thank you. Just imagine. Rasulullah, for instance, I take one example. Rasulullah dulu, jiran dia seorang Yahudi selalu letak sampah dalam depan rumah dia. Tapi Nabi tak, dia sapu. Dia sapu, dia bersihkan dia. Buat lagi. Sapu, bersihkan dia. Lama-lama, when you return a bad things, a bad habits from, katalah consumer ke, ataupun your competitors, with the good deeds, believe me not, you will turn that kind of bad approaches into a very good, positive opportunity for your company, for your businesses. Just a matter of time. Sabar tu kena tinggi sikit lah. Okay. So that are pretty much that I would like to cover for our today's class. Collaborative consumption ini yang saya nak cakap in terms of collaborative. I'm not sure if siapa those who are in the early entrance tadi. I did open one of cuba masuk balik kalau masih ada. My friend what
Recording in progress. Okay, we are two people only in this huge office. Don't worry. She got I sprayed the whole
So this is Miss Carol. Okay, this is Miss Carol,
She's a woman
and
of
she's the one from.
Can we reach out to you? Can let me press my number 0108. What's my number? 766.
This is from Carol.
Take note of the number. My number can be WhatsApp. Don't try to call me. Forever busy like this. So just WhatsApp. More than happy to reach out. What you want to do and all this. And after that,
I will leave. Nanti Kak Carol tanya Dr. Farid masuk on and off. Okay. That one is Miss Carol. She's from what do you call that? MDEC, Malaysian Digital E-commerce. And like I said, that they have this okay, this is the collaboration that we have. We can do. Okay, this is Go E-commerce community. It's a community of all the talent, all the businesses, SMEs that related to digital commerce that that already exist, that already be part of this e-commerce. If I can check at my phone, and okay, Go E-commerce sekarang ada member, saya tengok ya. We have 4,613 members in this Go E-commerce. Sekejap lagi kita akan buat dalam lab where I want you guys to download and register for DingTalk. Nanti kita akan buat, and I will introduce you guys to Go E-commerce. Maybe now you might say that alah doktor, tak ada apa-apa pun effect. Yes, there might be. Okay, might be because you are not yet into this particular field full throttle. But when it comes the time, when it comes the time that you need to use the collaboration of all these 4,600 people, you just snap at the finger and you will get everything, and that will help you like hell. They will help you until you reach the target, and most of it is for free. The one that I just showed to you, the session with Miss Carol, is how to market your product using Dell. So that is an example of what you call as collaborative consumption. And I also in the snapshot here, saya sebut situ in terms of management. How? Because for instance, the application like DingTalk that I will show you guys after this, or in fact the Google applications, all of it, all the Google application that we have, all of that is actually is contributing for your management of your time. Google Calendar, for instance, and then the meetings that you have. I hope that all this you have experienced when you want to handle the CEO presentations. When you want to handle the session, one is from there, one is from here, one is from here. Tiba-tiba keluar Dr. Farid lah, Assalamualaikum. Lepas tu ada dalam grup tu Dr. Farid mengajuk. Kan, kenapa tak panggil saya kan? Saya tunggu kan, mana budak-budak ni. Tak remind saya. Contoh. So all this is how you want to manage not only the situation, the management of your organization, but it's also can be used for you to manage an event. CEO presentation is an event, and also how you want to manage. For instance, Imran nak manage Dr. Farid, nak manage your client, nak manage your punya members, is not an easy task. But everything, end of the day, you manage to do all that in your CEO presentations. So that is the beauty of Web 2.0. It's not only in marketing, it's not only in shopping things, customer responsiveness, HR, how you align with everyone. Yeah, that is a human resource. And on management, setting this and setting that, everything must be ready by time. That is all what you learn from your CIP project, specifically during the CEO presentations. Now, I end this lecture by saying that because I give everyone 5 minutes, like I promised you guys, dah 45 minit kan. So I give everyone 5 minutes break, yeah, before we come back again for the lab session. Can we do that? Before I let you guys go for break 5 minutes, any question about social computing? The notes is in Putra Plus, Ada apa-apa soalan tentang ataupun sharing ataupun pendapat tentang our topic today, which is social computing. So don't look social media in negative side saja. Ataupun any negative sides that appear dalam social marketing, a positive thinker can change the negative elements of the negative elements in any of the tools to become a positive outcomes. What I'm trying to say is, if there is a negative side that you receive by the adoption of any new technologies, you have to absorb them and try to come up with the positive outcomes for the benefits of yourself, benefits of the business, and the benefits of your consumer. How to do that? That is creativity, that is your experience, that is your basic knowledge that I mentioned earlier. Okay, ada soalan sebelum saya bagi semua orang 5 minit break, and then we'll meet again at 4:15. Boleh? Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Boleh. So tak ada soalan? Alright, good. Okay, I give you right. Terima kasih for the good. Alright, okay. So at least I know lah ada orang dengar kan. Tak ada aku cakap seorang-seorang. Okay. So I'll see you guys in 4:15 where we will start to talk about our lab. Okay. Regards to our lab, the first part of it, maybe the first 15 minutes, I will do a wrap up of your CEO presentation. That's why I want to end up my class today, my lecture, with the CEO presentation punya point. So we will start the lab session with CEO presentation, feedbacks, overall feedbacks, what I have in my mind, my thoughts, outcomes, and I want to hear some outputs from you guys also. And then we will have a breakout session. Ya, semua group saya dah sediakan 10 groups, ada nama, you all masuk dalam group you all. Saya akan pergi to each one of the group until we end the session nanti. Okay, so I see you guys back in 4:15. Alright, 4:15 to 4:20 lah. Okay, alright guys, thank you very much for the first session.